Hello, madam. We
Yes,
shall
ma'am.
start. We shall start our session because sir is busy with some task. So he will be joining within short time. So we start here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Then let me start with the formal note. This is Professor Tanuja Jende representing Electronics and Telecommunication Department, JSCOE, Hadapsar. We are having with us today our resource person, Mr. Abrar Ahmad Hafiz, sir. Welcome, sir. Today's webinar is titled as Effective Communication Using Power Phrases and How to Overcome Stage Fear. Definitely, we have seen that most of our students are technically strong. They do a lot of paperwork, writing and all that. But once it comes to verbally representing themselves, they have a lot of glitches, they have stage fear, etc. On this note, our department has arranged the today's webinar wherein the topic is titled as Effective Communication Using Power Phrases and How to Overcome Stage Fear. I request our HOD ma'am, Dr. C.M. Andre ma'am, to please make the opening remarks.
No. Thank you, Jende madam. I'm really grateful to welcome Mr. Abrar Ahmad Hafiz sir, who is from Flectronics, working as assistant manager at Flectronics, and he has experience of more than 12 years. And really, sir, our students are needed a guidance on communication skill. And this is very, very good topic. And during the lockdown period, we have organized many, I think total 25 to 27 webinars we have organized on different domains. But this is the first one on communication skill. And I'm very happy this webinar will be very, very useful for our students to improve their personality by listening you on communication using power phrases and how to overcome stage fear. So thank you so much for accepting our invitation, and I welcome once again, sir, and I request you to please start the session.
So thank you so much, madam, and it was overwhelming, and it was a really great introductions, and also I'm very overwhelmed with the response what we have received from the students, and in the weekends I also take this opportunity to profoundly thank JSMP Javendra Javin College of Engineering, Department of Electronic and Telecommunication Engineering for the fab for me to present on very key topic called communication using power phrases. And also I would like to thank student also as well for taking up the time in the weekend. It's not an easy, so coming across and joining this session shows that how enthusiasm and how we are connected to the studies. So I would like to thank once again for the management of JSMP College for this enormous opportunity. So this is to start with. This is me, Abrar, and you can call it Abrar. I'm working for Flex now, officially named as Flex. In the name before it was known as Fluxtronics, and Fluxtronics has happened to be my second company where I have total experience of 13-year experience, and my expertise on the quality standards. Quality standard in the sense it can ISO 9001 2008, automotive standard, medical standard, aerospace standard, and various other standard. I'm also data analyst in the black belt Lean Six Sigma. So I'm very strong in Lean Six Sigma. I'm in data analysis also as well. I'm a global trainer, and my hobbies include cat lover, and I do read a lot of books. So, like I can see a lot of students are there, and it's your turn. If you would like to give introduction, maybe 5 to 10 peoples are okay. You can just tell me your name and what's where you are from. If you wanted to skip this, you can skip. And what is the key expectation from this presentation, and what's your hobbies, or you can include what's your favorite food. So may I have 3 or 4 or 5 students to unmute yourself, and then you can just tell me your name and key expectations for this presentation, and what's your hobbies.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yeah, your voice is audible. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Hello everyone.
Hi everyone. Yes.
My name is Nilima Subhash Wagmare. I am from Usmanabad and joined this seminar is to improve my communication skills, and my hobbies are reading, cooking, and traveling. I love traveling. Thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you. So next candidate, please. Maybe we can randomly take 5 students and keep going it, because for the benefit of time constraint, and we can just limit to 5 students just to get the pulse. That's it. Could you please go ahead? Any other students want to speak up?
Hello.
Yes, you're very much audible. Yeah, please go ahead.
Myself Shubhada Tupe.
Yes.
My expectation is I want to reduce my stage fear.
Yeah.
And my hobbies are singing song, listening songs,
Okay.
watching movies.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So other student, please go ahead. Any other student would like to speak up?
Are we going to witness only girl power?
Hello.
Yes, please.
My name is Sakshi Kalshetty and I am from Pune.
Okay.
JSPM
Wonderful.
College. My key expectation is actually I want to reduce my stage fear and I want to be so confident that I can speak anything without any hesitations. And my hobbies are like singing, and eating food and traveling a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, great introductions. Yeah, thank you. So 2 more participants, please. This time we'll take gents. Yeah. Yes, please unmute yourself and have a speak. Yeah. Okay.
Mohite sir, kindly mute sir.
I think we can go on. Actually, thank you so much for your introduction. It was a good. Why I picked up this topic is, I have a reason for this. The reason is, so when there is an opportunity, even in the interview or any common forum, or when you get employed, you might need to present your views and what you believe and all that. So in that time, actually, we knew whatever the views, whether people majority of the people accept or not accept, you can just open up and have a discussion. This is one effective way is we need to start the conversations. So that's the reason I just wanted to emphasize that it is always important to any of situations to speak up. So anything, whether you don't think that actually, don't think about the consequence, what people will think of me, whether people will mock on me and all that. You don't think of this one. You just have a positive frame of mind and get started. Yeah. So my training to approach, I always pick this slide and show it to the student. One is A, where the faculty or the trainer explaining the various concepts. and the team B is where the trainer is also giving his training, and then all the people engage and brings a different ideas and all that. So in order to make the any training interactive, one very important is, it need to be reciprocate, meaning like you also need to engage the trainer, and in trainer need to engage the trainee, so that actually we will have a great learning outcomes. So this is the agenda. So there are two topics are there: communication using power phrases and how to overcome stage fear. So the part one, I'm going to deal with communication. What is communication? And there is something very international model called process communication model. This is something very important, and I'm going to dwell on this one and know your audience. I'm going to talk about that also as well, like how to use the phrases, and which time we need to use phrases, and what vocabulary we need to use, and those things I'm going to mull over. And the second part is all about the useful phrases. I have taken a book from Grenville. He is a wonderful author, and he has published many books, and I'm going to take a few references from here. And then perfect phrases for interview, Carol Martin, and he's also a very wonderful author, and I have picked up few references from here also as well. And also, like from my own notes, like I typically follow speakers, like the radio jockey or anybody like who speaks good English. What I do, I keenly listen to it and have a note of it, like what phrases they use and all that. So, and then I come back home and I took the Excel and then keep noting down. So over a period of time, I realized that actually I have 1,000+ words which are really interactive. We can make our language very polished. We can make our language very effective. The last segment is part 3, where I'm going to talk about how to overcome stage fear. I think a couple of candidates also pinning this point that they wanted to get rid of stage fear, and this presentation will really help you how we can get rid of the stage fear. So I picked up the book from the book called Art of Public Speaking by Stephen Lucas. So basically, I'm happy books and my own notes, which I will be taking you through. So I'm very glad that you all been participating and be part of this presentation. So the communication using power phrases. So generally speaking, communication meaning like is the ability to use the language, receptive and express the information. Communication skills are critical. Why is it critical? In your career, any person life is very, very critical. So communication can also be 5 senses, like hearing, tasting, smell, touch, and all that you communicate. So this is what I was talking about. This is you can find it you can also find this one in the LinkedIn. You can also find this one in the various author picked up PPCM. PPCM mean process communication model. So typically speaking, there are 6 different type of personality or different type of people. One is called thinker. So anything you give, what they will do is they will connect their patterns to logical thinking, and they wanted to they believe more on facts, and they believe more on ideas. These two they try to synthesize this. So this is called thinker. Thinker meaning like if you happen to be a thinker, so you can find this anybody who is a thinker, you will find this attribute. They will anything you say, first thing is they will just say whether it's a logical sound, whether it's very good enough and all that. So there is something called persister. Persister always believes that actually giving the opinion, belief, judgment, and your faculty, your professors, everything, they more of come under persister. Harmonizer, the best example of harmonizer is your mother. So she always tries to help son, daughters, and all that ability to nurture and give to others. She always gives the best to others, or best to their children. Create harmony. This harmonizer come from the root word harmony. There is harmonizer. That means they believe more on value system. They believe more on ethos. They believe more on ethics and all that. So imaginer is also a good one. So anything which you do, they just anything they do, they always think about the skill what is required. And rebel is anything you convince it, they will take in a light note. They humor, they believe more on humor. There is something called promoter, ability to be firm and direct. What they believe, they will just put forward and all that. So we have a different type of people. It is not mean that actually we should be a thinker, we should be a persister, but actually a human can be in a different scenario. We can be a different equation we may fit in, but actually all of these are essential. Why we need to know all of these one? I'll tell you a story. So there was a mother, and the mother has got two sons, and the elder son always, mother gives more attention to elder son, and the younger son said that actually why you're not, why my mom is not giving the attention to me, and she is always passionate with my elder brother. Why so? So these two brother chit chat each other. Can you tell me what is the main thing which you do? You always get attached to mother, and I am also the very own son, but actually but she likes you more than me. Can you tell me what is the reason? And the elder brother goes and tells it, very very simple. I just align what my mother likes. What do you mean by that? So, and then this elder brother, he started telling that actually my mother, that my mother likes the home food. Mother likes want to discuss outside about the neighbor. Mother wants to discuss about the education. Mother wants to discuss about how she cook and all that. So all of these things I just I just make sure that when I sit with her, I just discuss only these things. That's the reason she is probably be very close with me. So it is also very imperative. Why I use the word imperative is because when we use when you discuss with anybody, it is also very important that we need to know what type of we need to read the pulse and get aligned to it. So when we get aligned to it, whether it's a manager, whether it's a subordinate, whether it's a office, whether it's your colleague, whether it's students, whether you're anybody actually, if you get to know their pulse, it is easy to deal with it. How this two son, and one son is very clever enough to be attached with mother more than the other son. It's like the same thing, like actually when you know these things, what type they operate. Let's say you have a friend who is always a thinker. So that means anything you say, you have to self think that actually whether is a logical, whether he will accept or he or she will accept and all that. So this is a very important model. I think we might need to know and how they operate, how the perception, how they believe and all that. So most common ways to communicate, you all know, speaking, writing, body language, visual images. So guideline for effective speaking, or even if it is public speaking, one thing what is very important is know your audience. What do you mean by know your audience? I will give a scenario. I will give a story about the Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was being developed actually, it was the market was hype and it was all over the world, and it went very very flourishing, and the ad was very very appealing, and then actually it was spreading across the world. So but in Saudi they wanted to make a business in Saudi Arabia, so they presented the same template, the ad template. So the person is exhausted, tired, he drinks Coca-Cola, and then he becomes active. So that's a message, that's the format they use, that's a message they wanted to carry. But actually in Saudi Arabia, this was utter failure to them. So actually, I'm also an IELTS student, so I have completed my IELTS, and also I'm a topper. So in that, actually, there is a book called Why Coca-Cola Failed, Why Many Companies Failed. There is a book actually. I will try to send it across, which has this story actually, and actually why they failed, because in Saudi Arabia they follow Arabic language. In Arabic language, the fonts, everything start from the right to left. So when they fit this definition, the person is active and the person drinks the Coca-Cola and he becomes exhausted. But the message was different. It was supposed to be it was supposed to be read from the left to right. but actually their tradition and custom and language, due to that they read from the right to left. So it is a very imperative to just adjust the audience. Depending upon the audience, we need to adjust. How I quoted about two sons, how the elder son is adjusting to mother tone. Like this, we need to adjust in the speaking one. So, for example, if a person is not really technical, so even if you use all technical jargons, the person may not appreciate. Why may not appreciate? Because he might not get it. So, always is very imperative to align to the pulse. That's very important. So choose the proper topic actually. For example, let's say you have a friends actually, like you wanted to seek help, or you wanted to attend an interviews and you wanted to take somebody's help. It is always very important, like choose the proper topic and proper person. Why? Because actually the person will be able to guide, and the person will be able to nourish you and all that. So it is very important. Choose the topic or the person wisely. For example, let's say you have a networking. This is something called, I wanted to talk about a story about art of networking. A person actually, like, it is also rooted in emotional intelligence. There is a book called Emotional Intelligence, page number 27. It says that actually, like, there was a person, and who in the youngster itself, he was into business, and by legacy of his father, he became the business, and he all over the places he became very well known person. And after that, what happened actually, due to some market crisis, he lost the job. That means the entire company got perished, and he also had to lose the job. So therefore, what happened actually, like, he was having impression that I'm the very known person, everybody will give a job easily to me and all that. So when he started looking for a job, no one came forward and give any advice to him, because actually, like, he was very much a type of this type, actually promoted type. So he always a direct, he will always form and direct, and he gives only because he was a CEO, and he always believed that he is always right. So, and then actually, like, after 3 months went by, 4 months went by, and then his wife started giving advice. Can I ask you something? Main reason, the genesis of the cause is because you don't have the context. Since you don't have the context, you are not likely to get any job. Or your context, you are pressing the wrong button, meaning, like, you're going to the friends who are not into that post or job. So it is always pick the right thing. After that, this person, what he did, he developed the networking, meaning, like, his contacts and all that. He strengthened his contacts. He just used to call up his friend, randomly talk and discuss the ideas, and listen to their ideas and all that. So he changed the behavior, and then he subsequently got the job, and now this time he became even more successful than before. So what is very important is actually, even I used to advise to my all these colleges, whichever I'm just giving the topic. I used to advise, like, actually, even though when you complete the graduation, and it is very important that actually you just connect with your friends, and have a contact, deep contact, share the ideas, and even if you feel like you wanted to improve on something, I think your friend is the best companion who can really help you out. So what you can do is, I used to pick my various friends, when I was maybe in the college or something like that. I used to pick my college, I mean, friends, actually, I'm going to present this one. Can you please evaluate and correct me? So they used to give very different comments and all that. That comments help me to grow further. So speaking is something, is a continual improvement process. Why I use the word continual improvement? Because it is like, it cannot be done at one stretch. It need a constant practice. It needs a constant development and all that. So by that one point of time, you will fine tune every day your speaking skills, and so on. So this one I picked up very. This is my favorite book. You can also download this one. It doesn't have any copyright. You can also download from manybooks.net or PDF drive. You can download. There is a book called 15,000 Useful Phrase by Greenwell. He is also good author, and it has 15,000, and it has an alphabetical one. So I'm gonna give only snippets I have taken because it's a 1,500. I'm not going to mull over all of them, but actually I picked up very few things. But I will share this material with madam. Maybe if you open up and click this PDF, you will also be able to have this PDF also, have this soft copy also as well. So for example, let's say, I'm wonderfully well. Say, look at this here, adjective being placed here. That means this is also one good way of telling it. I'm good, I'm well, I'm wonderfully well. So wonderfully is also sounds phonetically very strong. You can say that. And I anticipate your argument. I appreciate your motives. I appreciate your ideas. I beg your intelligence, and all these you can use this one, and you can also have like I think you have sum it up perfectly. So sum it up. Actually, the word up is a very interesting word. When it becomes along with another word, it became a phrase. We will talk about in upcoming slide. But actually, when phonetically it becomes very strong and heavy. So I think you sum it up perfectly. I think your code candor is charming and all this. So these are all the things. Even if you take I, you have it, maybe 100 plus words, 100 plus phrases is coming along. Even if you take I am, so you have many things are there. So one thing I wanted to give you a little bit of grammar. For example, let's say you wanted to give an introduction about yourself. So generally people and generally students say that myself is Abrar. So myself word is incorrect, is grammatically incorrect. You can either say this is Abrar, or you can say my name is Abrar. So like this, you have to also keep an eye on the grammar also as well. So this book is really wonderful. You don't need to by heart all this, but actually what you can do is every day 10 phrases you can read. For example, let's say you pick I word, let's say you pick I am, you can read it through. And if you pick I, you can read it through. So 10 by 10 and over a period of time. So when you do, what you also additionally do is you also record yourself. For example, I'm wonderfully well. I'm wondering if I dare to ask you a personal questions and something like that. So if you do record, actually what will happen, your brain will try to, you record it on your audio in your mobile and try to repeat yourself. What will happen is your brain will try to stimulate, it will try to form a equation which will be, you will look like very fluent speaker, very eloquent speaker. So to do that, so what you do, you pick this one at least minimum 10 and have a practice. So when the more you practice is the mother of all success, right? So when you more practice, what will happen is you will become naturally, we will become very fluent speaker. So to do that, even if it is technically, that's the, I think madam also pinned this point in the beginning of my session. And it is also like we have all often see that actually the students are really technically strong, super technically strong, no doubt about it. They're actually, even I used to take multiple interviews for engineering one where I work. What I do is actually like currently more than 50 candidates I have conducted interview. But the sad part is most of the time, what we often see is technically they try to by heart the concept, everything, and they try to utter. So when we twist the questions, another thing, they just stammer around. So what we need to do is have a focus on the communication, because this is something very important. What you study at the technical side, that is also very important. At the same time, a coin of two heads, actually you have a head and tail. So this is also on the other side, your your communication also plays an important role for your career and your personal life also as well. So pick this up, and I don't want to read it everything, but this is really interesting book. And you just record yourself, maybe a 10. You can send it to your friend how you're sounding this one. And the more you practice another thing, what will happen? You will become you will be able to pronounce the word effortlessly, very effortlessly you will be able to pronounce. For example, you look at this one, I thoroughly agree with you and all that. So you just have a practice of this one. This will really helpful for you. So this is from my notes actually. Like as I said, like every time when I follow a typical radio jockeys. I follow a business people who has the best English. I follow my professors. I follow my teachers. I follow my colleague. I follow my boss. I follow everyone. So from everyone, what I do is I create a folder, and then I try to come back home every day. I take phone. Okay, so what's the new word they use? Okay, I'll just and use it. So how I can use in different contexts. I try to use this one. So maybe I will few things. You will be very amazed at how it will be. It will look like you have a perfect communication. For example, let's say down the line. Down the line is something like is also a wonderful phrase, meaning like you have narrated all the positive point, you have narrated what is the shortcomings, you also noted down everything, and then you wanted to stay down. So down the line meaning like the bottom line and down the line are both more or less equal phrases, meaning like you wanted to conclude with anything. You wanted to conclude, okay, my bottom line is when it comes to communication, be strong and always do not hesitate. Be speak up when the opportunity come. Be speak up. So like this, you can do that. This is a wonderful phrase. Finger cross, you all know. Finger cross meaning like you are not very sure, and you can also use the word finger cross. You can also use, I don't want to burn my finger. You can also use this one. Both are same meaning. Tidbit is also wonderful word. Tidbit, would you like to add few more additional information, or you can also say that I would like to add few more tidbits to the context. You can really say that. So heads up is something like you wanted to give upcoming information that this is what you're going to do, or this is what the project you're going to do, and all this you can give heads up. That means heads up meaning like this information is coming in the future. So in principle or fundamentally, sometime actually like you may in principally agree to it and all that. So you can easily say, in principle I agree to it. I fundamentally it looks sound good to me and all that. You can use it. And hush up. Hush up is something like that. You wanted to hurry up. There is this is American phrase. They say hush up. Hush up meaning like you wanted to hurry up and catch something. And hop on. Hop on mean get on. Hop on meaning like okay. So all you're calling your friend like, okay, let's get hop on to the studies. We have exam to catch up. So let's get hop on. Hop on is also very, very nice word. Zip pass meaning like something went quickly. For example, okay, the time zip passed very quickly. I didn't even realize it. So that is called zip pass. And this is you might also seen that in my presentation. I think 1 or 2 times I have used this word. Ponder upon, mull over, reflect upon. This is also very nice, catchy phrase. Ponder upon. I would like to ponder upon the subject. I would like to mull over on the different aspect of this project, and I would like to reflect on what we have said, something like that. So, and then you can say that during the presentation you have something you are giving like high agenda, and then you wanted to say additional references in future. Then you can, as we go along, you can also explore more things about it. So kind of also is one good phrase. And ducking under the table is something you're not very sure about it, and you don't want to disclose the information right now. That is called ducking under the table. And ramp up is also meaning like something volume up, something increasing, something exponentially or marginally. If it is something increasing, we say ramp up. So opt for example, opt for also like a choice. For example, you wanted to say I opt for engineering college, I opt for this company, and all these you can say opt for what you choose for. That's a way to go. You see that the pronunciation I'm just using that's together. That's a way to go. That's a way to go meaning like, yeah, I think that's how the system works, and that's a great way to go and all that you can say. So that means you can also, this is also very catchy phrase. This is called invariably. Invariably meaning like, for example, you are discussing with your friends, and there is a chapter. Let's say there is chapter of electronics. In the electronics, you have logical gates. Something you're telling that actually invariably this question is gonna come, and we need to get get ahead and get study on this one. So that is called invariably, doubtedly, undoubtedly. Okay, whether choice by other way, that means you need to do with no other choice left. And open up is also wherever the word up is there, this makes a good phonetically sound, meaning like this open up a great dimension. This presentation open up a great dimensions to discuss an ideas, share an ideas and all that. Drill down meaning like I wanted to drill down my ideas. So this is, for example, you have a top point. From the top point you wanted to drill down, further drill down, further drill down. You can use the word drill down. Unique privilege, also very wonderful word. Unique privilege meaning like, yeah, I'm studying telecommunication. This is very, very unique domain, unique privilege for me. And heads up and bang on. Bang on is really, really a good word, meaning like somebody has done a remarkably good job. And you wanted to say bang on. You are absolutely bang on. For example, I wish to say that actually like this college is really bang on. Why it's bang on? Because I'm very happy to see that even the students are joining 15 minutes yearly. That clearly shows that how culturally and professionally we are strong with the ethics and moral of the of the college. I'm very happy about it. Herculean task and phenomenal task is also a adjective, meaning like something difficult task, something you do rejoice of doing it, and nothing but the best, also good words. You wanted to rest assured a company, you wanted to rest assured to a the professor, I would do nothing but the best, something like that. And heads in, something like that, you wanted to jump in, you wanted to get involved, you can say head in. Nip it on the bud. Nip it on the bud is also a good idioms. Nip it on the bud meaning like you can say you wanted to handle it very, very easily. You don't want to take the decision immediately, rather you wanted to do it with discussion with colleagues, discussion with your friends, discussion with your family members and all that. So you just say that nip it on the bud. So get along is also a good word. So I wanted to get along with the different ideas, different people on different things. Stem from, or the word come from, or the ideas stem from. Clueless, speechless, mesmerized. Also you can say, if you say like I was pretty much clueless when this project was brought to my notice, something like that. An equation began to change if something started changing it. You can say equation began to change. And like a pendulum, meaning like there are many changes keep hovering around. Then you can say hovering also is a nice word, like a pendulum. More some tidbit, again tidbit also is a nice word. Sudden surge of speculation, definitely on the cards. For example, let's say, oh, you want to catch up next week for the some session. Yeah, that's really definitely on the cards. That means it is already there in your plan. That is called definitely on the cards. Around the corner. Around the corner also is a very nice phrase, meaning like you wanted to say, yeah, so exam is coming up. Around the corner, I really need to heads in. So come together. Come together is also, you see here, I'm just giving a small tone on come, and together I'm giving rise up. That means come together is also like, so we all need to come together for a social cause. We all need to come together to study and all that. So sometimes actually like two words you will coin, but both meaning be the same, but it to emphasize it. For example, to be very precise, to be very concise, I wanted to draw this point to you. That means concise and precise both are same meaning. Sometimes actually in English, when you wanted to emphasize some word, you can easily use the word concise and precise. And one other noticeable point, if you wanted to say, yeah, so my observation is, you wanted to see like, my other observation is other noticeable point. Get through. I think you have a something difficult moment or something stress moment. You can say, yeah, we can get through all of these things and all. Followed by, you just you say like human is a different thing, different task being followed up. You can say followed by. So get rid of it. You can instead of reduce, because actually reduce is a quantity based. For example, one candidate said, like, I wanted to reduce my stage fear. Instead of that, you can use the word get rid of it. Get rid of is something completely removal of, completely eliminate, right? So back in school days, back in is a nice phrase. They use it in US. Back in meaning like back in school days, back in college days, back in my project, back in 2 months. All this back in is a nice phrase. Carried away, you can see, yeah, the time flies very, very fast and time zip off. I didn't even realize and I really carried away with my task. Keep the story short. If you wanted to say for the benefit of you wanted to cut short the presentation, you wanted to use a very short summary, you can use the word keep the story short. Orientation, if you wanted to use a different if you wanted to use perception different orientation, you can also use orientation word. If you wanted to believe something, let's say this is your belief, you can say this is my own conviction that India will win the match, something like that. So much so that you can also, if you wanted to connect that, you wanted to summarize the point, you can say so much so that spot on, and you have bang on. Both are relatively same word, meaning like you believe, and this is something perfect. Very much actually is in a business word. They say there are two type of very. One, anything like if you say, if you add the adjective like very much and all that, this is sometimes it is not appreciable, but when it comes to adjective, but sometimes it is very much on the card. For example, this session was, I was very much looking for it, and this is very much on the news. So very, you can use it. This incident happened very much this last year, last month, something like that. So you can also use redraw and words of clarity, logical assumption, way more, far more, integral part meaning like, yeah, this circuits come along, an integral part of this one, and CPU comes together and helps on this one, you can say integral part. Historically speaking, you can also say historically speaking. If you pick the reference from the old one, you can easily say historically, as in said, like, when you add the adjective in the beginning, it also sounds very strong. For example, fundamentally I don't agree your point, fundamentally I do agree your point, something like that. Historically I do believe, something that you can say. Not gonna derail initiative. Derail meaning like you wanted to cut off. Cut off also is very important word. Off the work, off, off meaning like you don't want to work, you don't want to study, something like that. Off, not gonna derail. I'm not gonna cut off their initiatives. Hardly possible is also very, very sweet word to say it is not possible. For example, let's say you have studies, and you need to say that actually like the assignment have come, and you need to somehow you need to convince that actually like you wanted to really, really get on to the studies and all that, and you don't literally don't have a time and all that, then you can say that I'm sorry madam, and I think it's hardly possible to do it. Can I take a time and do it, something like that. Hardly possible meaning it's not possible, but actually you will definitely try hard and to do it in some other time. Circle through is also very important. Like circle through meaning like you are gathering the information from the different boards. And absolutely dot on up, and as I said, like absolutely dot on meaning like you wanted to connect your internal belief. Flip is also said that for example, you wanted to say the advantages of using the logical gate, disadvantages of using the logical gate. Instead of that, you can say the flip side of the logical gates are, you can say this way also as well. A great deal of attention, again, is also a very nice phrase, has been a key component, has been also a very nice way of telling that actually this is, you have been all the long, you have been believing it. That's what you use the word has been. It is not channelized in the right direction, or it is a channelized in the right direction. Channelized meaning like a scattered to, or you just put all your belief in one spectrum. Coming into play, coming into handy, all these is also a good phrase. Positive outlook, positive framework, this is also a good phrase. Good days are welcoming us, and hold on for a second. You wanted to hang up for a second, and then you go, can you please hold on for a second? To the title, and huge fan. And appealing, okay, this PPT is appealing, this presentation is appealing, something like that you can say. subjected to failure, subjected to us, subjected to do that. This is subject to is also is a written word, but actually you can use it in the conversation also as well. So you can say that I don't want to impose upon any difficulty to you, and by and large that means in concluding factor you can say you travel back and forth and hoping against hope, something like you hope but it seems like only a small movement happened. So you can say hoping against hope. Amp it up, something is increasing, you can say amp it up. So like this I have 1,000 plus words. I picked up only 75 words for you just to give you an idea, just to tell that habit that actually like it is very important you follow somebody, pick the word, and then pick the, for example, let's say you have a word called hapan, pick the word, write it in your diary, and then what will happen, you try to form the sentence. When you keep forming the sentence you can also fit the words in different areas. Okay, this is what I wish to talk about it. The next slide. One second. So this is also actually only a few three shares I have taken actually, like in three shares. One important aspect you need to look at is actually you need to look at the grammar, because sometimes when you remove certain preposition, certain adjectives, and I think you also need to see how the sentence is balanced, whether sentence is grammatically correct and all that you need to see. But I will take a few examples. Just I have 8 examples I have. For example, she thinks of herself as an expert. So instead of that, you can say she thinks herself an expert. You can alternate way. You can get rid of off. You can just say that. And again, it is context to context. You need to critically review the grammar. And for example, do you think it is impediment? You can say, do you think it is impediment? You can easily say that. And drop is second. For example, you have a two is coming along. That's what Michaela did actually. Like, so every look is a social smile, every gesture is a familiar cats. So he just cut off the word is. Replace very with est. For example, this is also very very interesting one. It is very rare model. Let's say you wanted to say this phone is a very rare model, rare event. You can say that this is the rarest model, or this is the newest model. You can use the word adjective by adding est. Replace R with a comma. For example, there are men who stood their ground. Maybe you can say these and comma are the men who stood their grounds also as well. You can replace it, and this is able if you add it. This is, for example, it's a disputable. It is salary is negotiable. You can also say like it's a matter of dispute. Drop that R. For example, the lengthier sentence. I have a taste of all things that are classical. You can also say I have a taste of all things classical. Or classy also is a recommended word. I thought that actually you can also use this one, and straight away you can use a pronoun. For example, I thought that he was wise. You can straight away say I thought him wise. So this is also I have taken actually. This is for interview. I have there is a recorded versions available in Abrar Knowledge YouTube channel. I have dwelled much more on that one. This is one of my favorite book. Why I use the word favorite book is because it says like what is a poor phrases, what is a good phrases, even for the interview. But actually this is, I dwell this topic completely separately actually. But if you want to take a look on this book, please take a read on this book. This is very nice way of telling how we need to communicate and what we wanted to communicate. For example, I think it has a lot of one actually, but I will take only one thing. For example, let's say I have a lot of experience with the various lines of multiple products. Instead of that, you can convert these are objectively. For example, with an over 8 years experience working in a proper paper industry, and you can say this is the number and all that. You can add the facts based conversation. It will be very good. And misuse of pronoun, you have to be very careful when to use I, when to use we. It is, while we is always good actually, like we shows that you are a team player, but actually when it comes to individual performance, you have to be very cautious about whether to use I or we. So there are a lot of books out there actually, like a lot of phrases are there. You take a look on this one, and I'm sure if you study now for the third years or the second years, by when you complete your graduation, you will be sound very. Your language will become very polished. So I can rest assured on that. Please take a read on this book. It will be very, it's a long book actually, but you can definitely cover at least 3-4 pages in a day. So the last segment is how to overcome stage fear. Before that, actually, like what do you mean by fear? Fear is actually like fear is also a feeling. That feeling actually we have to control it. So of course the fear cannot be this is inevitable, but actually we can control it. I will tell you a story. There was a function. Actually, there was, in the US, I think I have also added in YouTube also as well. There was, in the US, there was, a penalty was given one prisoner, and he did something criminal act, so therefore he had to be in prison, and the death penalty was pronounced. When the death penalty was pronounced, so what they did actually, they just, thought a while, and then they decided to just give a shock of snake bites. So they just shown the snakes and then took off. And while they took off, what happened actually, like they just masked the entire face, and the person who is the culprit, they masked the entire face, and they just prick with a small needle, they prick, and then the person, after a few seconds, the person died. So then they analyze why the person died. We just prick with the help of needle. So then actually what happened, they realized that their mind alchemy, what happened, they have also blood contains the poisonous of in a snake. What we mean by telling this one is, sometime actually how your mind is super powerful, really powerful. What you believe, your mind will get accustomed to it, your mind will be fully prepared to it, and then it will follow the same rhythm. For example, let's say you just look at if food actually, and then you say, this is really healthy, and other thing, your mind tries to equate and gives signal to your stomach that this is the signal is coming up, and this is the taste is coming up, and all that. So you train your mind in such a way that you are competent, you are a good speaker, and all that. To do that, that requires a constant practice, and this is something very easily achievable. So as I said, like the stage fright or fear is a really common phenomena, and but actually how we can overcome? We can overcome by various ways. I picked up. I know you can just anything you wanted to present. You just pick your friend. Friend is the best companion. Just present to them, and you just whatever. Even if they give critics, take it. Please take it, and that way you can know you will always be open for feedback. What will happen, that's a very important attribute, so that you can become one particular time you will become a master in it. So the another one is you record your own self. You record in audio and then play around in the night time, and when you go to bed you just play around and all that. When you wake up, try to see how best version you can do, delete the previous session, and then do the better versions, and then over a period of time you will have a very fluent in the language. All the fillers, everything will get rid of, and you will become an will become a, like a natural speaker. So this is something actually like raising pulse, rapid breathing, dry mouth, tight throat, sweaty, uneasy, vision changes, and all that is the symptoms of stage fear. And actually, you remember like the 70 percentage of your communication doesn't depend on what you speak, but how you speak. Meaning, like you don't need to be very much bothered what people will think of me, what if I use this word, but actually just focus only on other side of the things also as well. That is 70 percentage. For example, if you wanted to really deal that stage fear, taking notes also very absolutely okay, no harm in it. For example, let's say even the big prime minister like Mr. Modi, all these people are taking notes, it's no harm. If you wanted to take a notes, absolutely you can take a notes, and you can present the ideas. I have a story. There is a book called, Eat That Frog. I request all of you to read that book. Very, very thin book, very, very thinnest book, and it has a wonderful stories around. One of the stories and very small passage actually. It has many multiple scenario synopses around. What it conveys, the theme of the book is do not put off the work, do not postpone anything. So in that things the author writes about. So it says that actually when you write what happened, actually like you can do only one thing. For example, let's say you're driving a motorbike. Okay, you're driving a car, you're driving a bike. That means you can drive, you become a fluent, you can drive, as well as you can have a chit chat with your friend, or you chit chat with your family members. You can do two tasks together. When it comes to writing, you can do only one thing at focus. For example, let's say somebody is writing it. When you go and interrupt that person, they will just completely they will not be able to focus both the thing. They will stop writing and then they will focus on you. That means that writing is the only skill which requires a full attention. So since it requires a full attention, your brain, when you write what happened actually, why it is in engineering particularly, why it is very important to take the notes is because of the reason that when you write it, your brain will know the nuances, how your pulse writing, how your finger moving, everything. It like they say, the action speak louder than words, right? So that means it records every movement what you do. So that means everything when you do, even if you take any best CEO, or whether is any big best person, if you take it, they will definitely will have a habit of writing. So please cultivate this habit of writing, and this is very, very important. And this book talks more about what is the benefit of writing. The more you write, what will happen is actually, so your brain will well register the information, and when you go and present to any stage, you can do it very, very fluently. So importantly, believe in yourself that you can do it. Do not think about the consequences. Do not think about what people will think of me, what people will tag on me, and all that. So just be free and believe in yourself and just do it. So actually, I'm not gonna go over this book, but actually, why I picked up this book is because Art of Public Speaking by Stephen Lucas. You can try to see this book available in Amazon, it seems, as a soft copy. A wonderful book, actually, like highly, highly recommended. It has a very, I think it has a 1 million plus subscribers, and a wonderful author. It basically, I will give a snippets from this. I'm not going to go over this one because I know I have only 2 minutes. In this book, actually, basically it talks about public speaking, what are the words you need to do, how you need to control your nervousness and all that. It says in a page number 9, it says that nervousness is a normal, but how you control it, how you do not display that one is a trick. So it also talks about how, what message you need to do, what feedback you need to do. You need to be open for the feedback. You need to allow them for any sessions, any question answer and all that. Ethics and public speaking, there are different guidelines actually. For example, let's say you have a group with boys and girls. You have to be extremely careful. You should not joke around anything which hurts any one of the parties. You have to be extremely careful, and you should know who is your audience. Listening is a very important one. For example, even if the audience is listening and all that, one way of doing it, you can just ask simple questions. I think you are following me, right? So something like that, you can ask simple questions. And chapter 4 deals with the selecting a topic, and purpose is very important. Analyze the audience. We talked about the story of Coca-Cola, and analyzing the audience is very, very important. And gathering materials, you can gather the materials every time. Please use different materials. For example, let's say last time I used this presentation for another college, and I use a different material. and I use the same thing for my office colleagues also. I use a different material. Now today I use a different. When you use a different material, what happen actually, you will try to collect the different ideas. Okay, and also you that also will give a freedom for you to change the way what you are looking for. Support your ideas, and always, let's say you have something, as I said, like you need to talk objectively. For example, let's say instead of adding so much of adjectives and all that, I have enormous of a experience, I love the things very much and all that. Instead of that, you need to support why you're doing it. For example, let's say this is one of my experience actually, like I was conducting an interviews, and the person says like actually he is a good learning, he has a good learning agility. So then I said, can you please support your ideas, can you just go ahead and tell me what did you learn quickly? Then the person was stammering around and all that. So here they actually always have a habit that when you believe in something, you also, while speaking, you can also support it. Yeah, I have great learning agility because uh, when the Microsoft came, actually, I was the first person to learn it quickly in a 2 week, and I didn't know. I just used my professors and my colleagues' help to seek it and do it. So that means it shows that actually you're also a good team player. You are having a good learning agility and all that. So organizing the body, I think the number works really well. For example, you have 4 points. You can just say point number one, point number two, or you can say first of all, second of all, last of all. You can say that. And beginning and ending of the speech is very, very important. So that's one way of overcome this stage fear. So delivery is important, volume, pitch, rate, pass, and always actually this is also one advice I would like to give. Do not focus on accent. Every country has a different accent. India has a different accent. India has UK has a different accent. Within the UK, different cities have a different accent. Do not focus on accent. Focus on how you can communicate fluently. And this also has a little bit like speaking to information, how what information you need to gather. If you wanted to persuade on some topic, what topic you need to use, and if you wanted to use like a presentation which I'm using now, what you need to use and all that. So this has a great deal of information on the topic. So my conclusion is be well prepared. Always practice, practice, and practice. Practice is a mother of all success. To gain the confidence, my strong recommendation, my 3-word recommendation will be mobile recording on your own self, meaning like you can record your own audio, play it around, play it multiple times, record it, delete the older version, and then play around. Thereby you can become a very natural speaker. And mirror, you can also present yourself to improve the body language, to improve your actions and all that. You can use eye contacts, everything, gesture, posture. You can use the mirror. And the best thing is the friends. Friends, do not be worried, what my friend will think of me if I do mistake and all that. Friends are friends. They're always for you. Please take their help and build the art of networking. Remember the story of a CEO who lost his company and how he struggled to get the job, a small job back. So friends are really asset. Actually, please make use of it. Any critics, take it. Any feedback, please take it. So right before you speak, this is something I believe more on writing. You read the book called Eat That Frog, has a detail about this one. Know your audience, change according to the audience. So you can't plug and play the same material every time. You have to adjust, readjust your training material. Follow the best speaker, create your own notes. This is the essence of my presentation. Your own notes will give you everything. You don't need to be you don't need to always rely upon somebody, but you can write it down what you likes, everything. Over a period of time you will become a fantastic speaker. And listen to radio, English movies, and do not focus on accent. Networking building is very, very important. And even your professors, you even though if you have completed the graduation, still you have a contact with the professors, and sometime actually I remember like actually like I was wanted to take some help on regression equation. You remember the regression equals y equal to mx plus c. We need to do a statistical analysis, and there was something I need to predict the future customer complaints. So actually I rang up to my professor actually like 10-15 years back, and I think who taught me almost like 10 plus year before. Actually I then rang him, and he was very happy to help me, and he just taught me, and he was still I have a bonding with him. So very networking building is so essential, and do not be solo, and have a great networking. Have networking. When I say networking, LinkedIn also is a very professional network. You can also have a good networking there. Do not hesitate to take any help from anyone, from your friends, from your professors, from your teachers, everybody, and from your own siblings. So that's it from my side. Before I conclude, I would like to once again thanks to the college management for this enormous opportunity. I love this presentation, and I'm really looking forward for the next any other presentation if in the students need any help on anything. If you wanted to have my number or material, anything, I have a lot of materials actually. If you want, I can just give you 814-892-8828 my number. If you wanted to follow me in LinkedIn Abrar Knowledge 1 is my, I think E is missing. Abrar Knowledge 1 is my ID. If you wanted to follow through Facebook, Abrar Ahmad H, and if you wanted to follow through YouTube, you have Abrar Knowledge, where I upload most of the story which are related. Mostly you can find it in Abrar Knowledge channel also as well. So that's it from my side. And once again, it was a wonderful session and wonderful opportunity ahead. It was an overwhelming response, and I'm very thankful once again for this enormous opportunity. Maybe I will take 5 minutes. I think I have exceeded 5 more minutes. I guess I will take 4 more minutes. If you have any questions, please have a go and shoot your question as such.
Yes, dear students, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask the questions, or you could type it in the chat box so that we can read it aloud.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you, sir. It's really good explanation. So my question is, it's not a question, but could you put some thought on gesture?
Gesture.
Gesture. When there is a visual communication face to face, so there is a gesture communication is also present. But when there is a telephonic discussion, so how the gesture will play a role in verbal communication?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. One thing, actually, your eye contact is so profound when it comes to telephonic conversation or telephonic interview. One thing is your eye contact. For example, you're sitting it, and let's say you can see an audio, and then you can just keep around, and you make sure that actually, like for example, let's say somebody is addressing to you, and then you're just doing your own things. You're just taking down the notes and all that. This may not be look appropriate. The best thing is when somebody is speaking, just pay full attention to him or her. That way we can show that you are a good listener.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. So that was a wonderful question. So any other questions, please?
Hello.
Yes, please.
I am audible.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, I have one question.
Yes.
At some time when you present anything to audience, suddenly our plan changes and we get blank. So what should we do at that time?
Okay, so that's something actually that is a very natural one. You don't need to be very afraid of actually. When you think that actually sometime You can also say that actually what I was coming to say in the beginning, you can take a support of fillers. Actually, once you become a fluent, you can get rid of the fillers. For example, what I was coming to say is, you can say, and also the previous point which you were quoting it, you can just summarize it so that it will not look like you have any blankness or you have left anything aside. So you can just recover that way. So one way is practice, practice, practice. That is actually why people get blank. Actually, there is a history about the art of unconscious mind. There is a book actually in that the author says that actually why people believes it. The minute, any second, the people think that actually like, oh, I'm not able to gonna do it, how I'm gonna present it all the way smooth. The minute if you think that actually your brain will not give enough wording, and when the enough wordings are not being circulated, you will get blank. So always believe is the first foremost thing you need to have. You need to think that I am an actual speaker, why I need to be worried. So if anything is there, worst case, you can take the support of fillers to add your conversations.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I am Riaz Ahmed speaking from Tamil Nadu.
Yes, please.
Sir, how can we develop our vocabulary? Any suggestions, sir?
Yeah, actually, the vocabulary one, I give a book called 1,000 Words, Powerful Words, right? Actually, personally, I feel that that book is very plain and straightforward. What you can do is actually like, as I said in the beginning, communication improvement is not a one-time activity. It's like continual process. Continual process meaning every day you allot a time, 10 minutes, I mean half an hour, you write it down on your diary, and over a period of time you'll become very fluent speaker. That's point number one. Point number two is when you follow somebody who is the best RJ, or who is the best actor, who is the best speaker, or who is the best businessman, you follow it and try to copy their techniques and what the phrases they use and all that. So like this, you can just over a period of time, you will realize that actually every day you will becoming sharper and sharper and sharper.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, most welcome. Yeah. Any other question? That was a good question. Yeah.
Jende Madam?
Yes, ma'am.
I think no questions are there. So shall we conclude now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, then, this brings us to yet another very convictional and a very fruitful webinar. I hope all the participants have enjoyed the same, and I hope that you have jotted down all the guidelines given by Abrar sir. May I now invite upon Professor Varsha Limbe Madam to please present the vote of thanks.
My voice is coming, ma'am? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good afternoon, all. I am Varsha Limbe, working as an assistant professor in the Department of ENTC, JSPM's JCOE Pune. On behalf of Department of ENTC Engineering, with our entire team, I am thankful to our principal, Dr. R.D. Kanfade sir, and head of the department, Dr. C.A. Manzare ma'am, for providing all kind of support in arranging this webinar. I am thankful to today's speaker, Mr. Abrar Ahmed Hafiz sir, for giving valuable inputs and guiding our students. I am sure with the inputs given by you, sir, our students will definitely improve their communication skills using the power phrases and also reduce the stage fear. I am also thankful to coordinator of the webinar, Professor S.M. Pange, all teaching and non-teaching staff members of the department, our alumni, industry persons and staff members from other colleges, and all dear students, we have attended this webinar. With the permission of all, I declare the session is over. Thank you all.
So thank you everyone, and it was a wonderful
Thank you,
session
sir.
I had with all of you. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. It was a really overwhelming response.
Lembe madam, I think one student is asking question.
Okay, okay, okay. Any question? Any question? If you have, you can ask.
Already question. Question type in chat box.
Yes, sir. I'll read here. I was trying to say something. I will make the contents in mind, but I can't say it. What I do for it.
So this requires a constant practice. Practice is the mother and the essence of all success. What you can do is you just produce a different version, and always actually before the presentations, well before presentation, what you do, you write it down. And when you write it down, as I said, like there's a strong connection with your mind and how it grips your words and nerves, everything. And what you will do is actually over a period of time, definitely writing habit will definitely will improve. Once it improves, you will become a natural speaker.
Any question? Anyone want to ask any question to sir? Unmute yourself and you can ask question. Otherwise, put it in the chat box. One more thing, the feedback link is shared. I think all need to go put your feedback over there. Sir, the feedbacks are coming.
Yeah, wonderful, madam.
Very informative session. Thank you and all that. You can go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, Gender madam. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for making the closing remarks. HOD ma'am, do you want to make the closing remarks?
Yeah, I'm again very thankful to Agar sir. And sir, this session is useful for students as well as faculty members, for us also, because many times in few of the situations we face same problems what you have discussed the solutions. Yes. So thanks a lot once again, and I wish one more session from your side some other day.
Yeah, sure, madam. Sure, madam. I will be happier. I'm more than glad to have it conducted. Sure, madam.
Yeah.
So that's it from my side, and it was a wonderful connecting with all of you, and thank you so much for coordinating and keeping these sessions more interactive and more healthy. And also I would like to thank the college. I'm really think that actually this college has a really professional ethos and ethics. That is wonderful to know, and I'm very, very happy about it. So thank you so much. Take very good care of yourself and have a nice day ahead. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm ending the